I'd say that AI is not going to take anybody's job. It's the person that doesn't understand AI. The job will be taken. You have to make AI your, for lack of better words, we're going to say a B word. We all know what I'm saying.
So what would you say are a few tips that you would give someone who might be less capable in that venue?
Everybody is just as capable. Copy, but don't paste. Copy and enhance. Kanye West, as crazy as he might be, copied other people's things and made it better, right? So you can go to Facebook ad library right now and look up an ad and copy somebody else's ad, but then mimic it, master it, make it your own. Mimic what they're doing, master it, and then make it your own thing. If you see a Facebook ad on and it says it's been running for 2 months, there's a pretty good likelihood that that's a good ad. It's running because...
Where can they find that?
Facebook ad library.
Oh, look at that.
Yep.
Jason was curious.
Yeah, listen, it's completely free because of what happened in 2020 during the election. They made it to where very transparent, where all ads have to be able to be searched. And so all you have to do is, as is a Google, Facebook ad library, type in whatever type of insurance you want to copy. You'll see all these different types of creatives and pictures and ads. Okay, screenshot, save that onto your desktop and make something similar, but then make it your own thing and start testing it. But you have to be willing to lose a little bit of money in order to get better at it.
Yeah.
You have to.
I feel like some new things have come out over the last year in the tech world. What kind of things, or how have you used like LLMs, the various Anthropic or ChatGPT? Like, how have you incorporated these new tools that are so insanely different than what we had access to before?
I steer away from them.
Oh, interesting.
I think, and again, I'm speaking more from a senior focused final expense, Medicare, hospital indemnity type client. If technology is weird for me, you, and most people on this call, because it's evolving really rapidly, think of how scary it is for a senior that they don't even know if the person they're talking to is a real human at this point. And so if you can go away from it and be like, hey, I'm a real person. I'm from here. It's me. They feel like, oh, the sigh of relief that comes from that is immediate trust factor. Now, I'll use ChatGPT for Excel formulas and things that I'm really bad at. But when it comes to advertising, I stay far away. I know it sounds weird. I think the AI will get really, really advanced to where it's almost kind of crazy. I mean, who knows if you guys are even real at this point? I got invited to come on to some famous podcast and I don't know, you guys sound like you're surrounded by pillows. Who knows if you guys are real at this point,
Not real.
Exactly. You sound fantastic.
So if you want to have some fun, go to, I'll tell you at a different point. I'm not trying to plug my other thing, but I have another thing that's all AI. And it's interesting because it's goofy and wonky. You can, like, the voice you can't tell, I don't think, but the video's a little weird, but it's all AI.
AI Craig.
AI Craig. Uh-oh, we lost your audio.
That's what I get for messing with AI. The power of editing, my friends. There was a technical glitch. I was talking about AI, and then all of a sudden my mic doesn't work. So
that is incredible.
Everybody.
I think that there's a lot to learn from that. Like, it is definitely something that's going to replace a lot of tasks, right? Like, at first, everybody was having the shock of doom and gloom. Everybody's job is gone, 80 million jobs, all this stuff. Now it's more like, well, maybe not that, but a lot of tasks, right, are going to get AI'd away. And I think the folks that are able to capitalize on some of that are probably going to be a little bit ahead, be able to move quicker. I definitely think that you can't be putting something in front of customers that's going to freak them out, but people are going to become pretty used to, at least on the front end, seeing these conversations, like with you can't even tell the difference with some of them.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I use ChatGPT quite a bit from like Excel spreadsheets and video editing. I mean, it's insane what it can do. I mean, it cuts down the time frame from something that used to take 6 hours, 20 minutes. Once you set the rules on it, it's crazy what it does.
It's wild. Yeah. And that's what, like, I just look from a bit like a business aspect, like not even client facing, like, let's just leave that off. But like business wise, there's so many things in an agency that agents, we're PNC, but we do some life, your final expense. There's all this day-to-day crap that people do that basically eats into the time for a sales first organization, right? Like, really, at the end of the day, all of the agents need to sell, right? That's it, selling. Like their number one activity is to talk to people, to have these appointments like you had, or for our sales agents to be on the phone doing home and auto quotes. Like if they're not doing that, it's costing us money, right? And if we could do account paperwork or processing billing or renewals or whatever, like all these things that classically we would have a human do that really didn't require a human, can make us so much more
efficient,
nimble, you know?
Yeah, I agree in a lot of ways. I'd also say that, like a dog chasing cars, I'm not sure what I'm doing. I actually caught one, but I'd say that AI is not going to take anybody's job. It's the person that doesn't understand AI, the job will be taken. You have to make AI your, for lack of better words, we're going to say a B word. We all know we know what I'm saying. You got to make it. You got to make it your own thing. Like I speak to my ChatGPT, like that's not good enough. You need to do better. Rewrite this. Like I train it. The prompting ChatGPT is more important than ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Learning how to get it to write the way that you write and act and speak the way that you speak is the important part of how to categorize. Write me an essay on donkey. It's gonna, write me an essay on donkey and talk about the different types of donkeys and how big their teeth are and what most people call them and how I want it written. Prompting it, it'll spit out exactly what you need. But if you have to keep going back in and keep going back in, it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
Yes. Yeah.
100%. That's the intelligence part of the artificial intelligence, is that you can continue that conversation and get it better. It's just like training one of your team members or something. Same thing.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
What would you
guys
say?
Got a cool background. I'm super jealous.
Well, we'll try to make it look like we're in a fish tank. That's kind of the vibe, or at least like a lizard tank.
I like that.
Craig's more of a lizard guy. Yeah. I think it's just because of the age. And then I'm more of a fish guy.
Well, I mean, once you hit 200, your skin gets really tough. But I mean, I don't look a day over 150.
That's right. You're looking great, dude.
Thank you.
A lot of our listeners are P&C agents trying to sell more life insurance. It's a tough conversation. It's a tough transition. There's a lot of false beliefs when it comes to that conversation. Just being scared, oh my God, I don't want to talk about somebody dying. What are some, tips, false beliefs that you see agents coming into this conversation about final expenses, and how can they overcome them?
They take the common objection that somebody already has insurance as an okay objection. Most people have life insurance through their job. Most people do. It's very simple. Do you plan on working until you die? The answer is always what? No. Okay, so when you leave your job, what insurance do you have? None. Perfect. No issues. That's what I'm going to take care of. And I know it's a weird thing, and this is how I always say it. I know it's a weird thing talking about this to a random 34-year-old dude, death and dying. But I promise you, me and you are going to talk about this one time, and then after that, you never have to worry about it again. Sound fair?
Ooh.
I like it.
Dude, you build up the fear that they all hate, which is talking about death, and then assure them they're never going to have to talk about it again.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, thank you. Let's do it. Where do I sign?
Luckily for you, I've been doing this for 8 years, 9 years. This is all I do. So I'm going to navigate these waters faster than you've ever seen.
I like fast.
Perfect. Me too. I'm not going to prod you. I'm not going to poke you. I'm not going to make you pee in a cup.
Oh, I hate needles.
And listen, I'm the insurance man, so just don't lie to me. I got to ask your age if you're a woman. I might even have to ask you your weight. But no one's going to know but me and you. Let's go ahead and knock it out.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's more of like, listen, I know you don't want to talk about it. No one does. But let's have it now. And you don't have to worry about it ever again. And anytime anybody ever brings it up, you can go, I got insurance through Matthew Murray.
The founder of Murrayville. We got to get a post office first before I can run for mayor. I'm working on that. I mean, I have seen some towns with a post office that's like the size of a closet.
Listen, it's going to happen. I'm going to run for mayor. Win or lose, it's good publicity.
I mean, I don't see how somebody named Matthew Murray couldn't win the race for mayor of Murrayville. It seems like a can't lose opportunity.
I better not lose because I'm going to be the
first mayor. You'd be the first mayor of Murrayville.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, life insurance conversations can be weird, but it's only weird if you as the agent makes it weird.
Right.
It's not as weird as people think. What's weird is when you say things like, if you die.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's a weird thing to say to somebody, right?
Versus the alternative.
If you die. Yeah, but people are going to die. And my wife is Romanian when we say morta este imminenta, which is death is imminent, right? And the closer that people get to death, the more they experience death.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
You know, things happen. Your mom's 80. You're going to see your mom because you know that statistical likelihood of her passing away is higher than ever before.
Yeah. Dad died last year. I mean, I have proof.
It's scary. It sucks, right? But like, do you have something in place? If you do, great. I'm going to review it. If you don't, great. We're going to talk about it. Do you see how there wasn't an option there?
Yep.
I got your home and auto quote right here. Perfect. Okay. If you pass away during this mortgage, how long is your mortgage?
It's another 20 years.
20 years? How much do you owe on it?
790,000.
Your wife work?
No, she's
You're the big money maker, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're the big money maker, aren't you?
I'm the big money maker. Yeah, Burger King.
All right. Now in this situation, you're dead. Mary, what are you going to do when he dies? If he dies tomorrow and the mortgage needs to be paid.
Well, I mean, I could only see one option.
You know, it's kind of this weird thing, but like mortgage protection insurance is a term policy designed to take care of the mortgage. You know, if the person were to pass away during a certain time period of the mortgage, it's going to pay off the mortgage. Very simple concept. It's a life insurance policy. It's a term policy. But just as you've gotten really good about, hey, can I quote you on your home and auto? I don't know PNC, so I don't know if that's how that's brought up, right? But if it was, it's as easy as saying the same exact thing.
Yeah. We do the same thing. Hey, we got a request for your quote. We're going to go ahead and wrap that up. We just have to confirm some stuff, right? Our callers, we have the callers that preset, like they just quickly make sure somebody answers the phone because only 10 in 100 leads answer the phone, right? So those 10 get found, pushed over to the producers quick, right? And then the producer does hey, got your information here. Just have to confirm a couple things. Oh, I'm at lunch. I can't talk right now. Oh, great news. It's going to be really quick. Do you still live at 5555 East First Street, right? Boom, boom, boom. Rattle through it. Mm-hmm. And then if we keep them on the phone for 2 minutes, we're going to quote them. And it's just a fact. 100 million dials. So it's been pretty interesting. It's like it's the same thing for you, right? You once you understand the mechanics or the numbers for your funnel, it's just plug and chug.
Yeah, you just reverse engineer it and then double down. And I know that any agent, if they have 20 conversations about this and they quote it out, if they suck, and this is the important part, and you'll close 30%.
Right.
But here's the best part. You're going to suck less every week. And the compounding effect from 30% to 50% is ridiculous amounts of dollars. Yep. You just get better at quoting and you get better at the objections and things to say or things not to say when someone says something. It's again, I need to think about it. What would you say to that?
What would you like to think about?
Just a lot of stuff. I didn't think about, I got to talk to my wife, but see, you've given them the option to open up to anything. I'll say, Craig, actually, that's a good idea. There's 3 things I want you to think about before buying an insurance policy. One is, do you like the company? Do you like American Amicable? Do you like how long they've been in business? Do you like their financials? Do you like their credit business bureau rating? Do you like that company?
Sure.
The answer is usually going to be yes. The second thing is, do you like the price? Is the price affordable? Is it too high? Is it too low? I can make it go up if you want to.
No, I just like to look at, I've always gotten 3 things, one from each place.
Yeah, and the price is good, right? You've already done a couple of those.
Yeah, it's okay.
But the third and most important thing is, do you like the person getting it to you? And if you don't like me, I'm terribly sorry. I can go ahead and hang up on them.
Oh, no, I like you. You're cool.
Then what else is there to think about?
Yeah, you make a good point.
I gave them the things to think about and had them think about it live.
Right.
And then I told them there's nothing else to think about. But if you say, what do you need to think about? That gives them so many opportunities of random things to say. And now you're trying to undo that. Right. So that's a objection that I love the most because I want you to actually think about it right now. Let's do it.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah. Let's think about it for sure.
I love the phrasing of it too. Do you like the person? And then it's back to you.
Yeah. Because you're selling yourself.
Yeah. But you're saying the person, like,
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's like the person getting it to you. If you don't like me, oh man, I'm so sorry, man. I must have screwed up. No, I like you, man. You're a really good guy. Okay. Then what else is there to think about? Let's go ahead and knock it out.
Yeah, you basically put it on them where if they say no, they don't like you.
Exactly.
Oh, it's so solid. Yeah.
I love sales, man. I could talk
It's
about
fun.
sales, objections, and closes all day long. It's my favorite thing to do.
Well, thank you so much, Matthew. Awesome to have you on, and I'll see you in your group. And thanks a lot, man. Thanks for what you're doing for agents.
Absolutely, man. Thank you again, guys.